Vikings running game is absolute trash. Is it fixable? All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Vikings get a dubsy in Chicago, but they are continuing to verify that our run game is poopy. It's poop.
If you want to give yourself a dubsy, as One Bar says, hit the subscribe button. Hit it right now. Get us to 10K. We're almost there. We're, 96 away, 95 away from that beautiful, beautiful number. Cannot wait.
Yes, and remember, we got some beautiful giveaways going on here. To be in the Addison running, you do have to be a YouTube member on our channel. Only $2 a month, so do that. Otherwise, everything else is fair game. You got to put hashtag 10K in the comments to be eligible.
Yeah, so do it. Why wouldn't you do it? So let's talk about this run game. Not great yesterday against the Bears run defense. That really hasn't been overly impressive.
Well, let me rattle off some quick numbers here. We have 0 runs of 20 yards or more. We have 0 rushing touchdowns. We're 22nd in yards per carry at 4 yards. We're 27th in the league in total yards, and we've played more games than some of these that are below us. Madison's averaging 3.9 yards a carry, has 320 yards. And a big thing is we're ranked last in time of possession with 26 minutes. In the last 3 games, we have averaged 24 minutes in time of possession, which is a big part of this talker. We need to run the effing ball.
Great. You made me just feel worse. I was already not feeling good about this run game, and now after those numbers, I feel very, very depressed.
Can you believe we haven't rushed for a touchdown?
I'm shocked to hear that. And you just mentioned run it more. Well, we ran it 19 times yesterday if you count Akers carry, and we weren't getting anything. So even when, and I think a lot of that numbers you just rattled off does have to do with the lack of volume overall. I mean, KOC, there's a couple games we ran the ball like 9 times, which is not acceptable. But we ran a lot yesterday, and we still couldn't get anything. So what the hell's going on here?
What is going on? One thing that's going on is our run run blocking is actually fantastic. PFF,
Yeah.
we're like number 1. So obviously, you can put as much into that as you want, but our boys up front are blocking their balls off for this run game. Even Ezra Cleveland, he's like 11th. So I don't know what the issue is. They got to run the ball. I mean, Madison's averaging 3.9 yards a carry. That's better than he's done the last 2 years.
If you run the ball 3 times, or you should, have a first down. So I don't know. It's weird. It's bizarre. Is it Madison though? Because it makes you wonder. Cam Akers comes in, gets 1 rush, 8 yards. He's looked good when he's touched the ball. I've always thought Madison maybe has some vision issues, not hitting the hole or hitting the right hole. I don't know if that's what it is or not, but I was really expecting more out of him this point of this season so far.
I was expecting more out of Madison. I was expecting us to stick to it a little bit more with him. Madison's Madison. I mean, what he's showing this year is what we've seen. I mean, when we signed him, it's not all of a sudden we thought we were going to get Dalvin Cook. We knew what we were getting. It just ain't happening. And the fixable part of this is we need to stick to the run, but also we need to change it up. We need to get Cam Akers in there because Cam Akers has 11 rushes for 63 yards on the season, which is a 5.7 yards a carry. And why not change it up? Why not try something different?
Yeah, I don't get why he only had 1 carry yesterday in Chicago. You got the makings of a great 2-headed monster here, just like we have with this show. And I don't know why are you not using it? Use it, mix it up. I mean, see if the other guy's going, and maybe go with the hot hand if someone is finding the hole, hitting the hole harder. Other thing too, I think you got to factor in here is, well, Justin Jefferson. Now teams can maybe look to stop the Vikings run game, take that away, make him throw it to these unproven targets like KJ Osborne, Jordan Addison, etc. So that's something maybe the Bears actually focused on yesterday, really trying to crack down against the Vikings run.
Well, and the biggest issue is what I said is I don't expect this team to all of a sudden be a running team where we're in top 10. We need to just do enough to run some clock, keep our defense off the field, bump up that time of possession, have at least the opposing team think like, okay, you know what? They might get 4 yards on this run, opposed to just throwing it every damn down or running it to Madison right up the gut.
Yeah, I think you just got to stick with it. Maybe get rid of some of those delayed handoffs. Those things just never seem to work. So I don't want to see those. But more Akers, I think, is the fix here. And you got to keep grinding this thing out. You got to get it right. And I think the only way to get it right is to keep on pounding it.
Yeah, and another thing that I'm sure we'll see in the comments is, we shouldn't have got rid of Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook would solve this, blah, blah, blah. Thoughts?
No, Delvin Cook would not have solved this. Yes, explosive play is what he's known for. He can still do that. He's not doing shit with the Jets right now. And I was so sick of watching him trip over the turf, or an arm tackle or a finger tackle is taking him down. So, no, Delvin Cook is not the answer.
He's not. And just remember, we saved like $9 or $10 million from moving on from him. So I don't think that would have solved it. You're right. We might have had a 20+ yard run by now, but it would still be a big old issue. We traded for Cam Akers for a reason. Put him out there, use him. I'm not saying the right off Madison. Let's just even it out a little bit.
Even it out. I think that's what we got to do, and let's hope we see the Vikings do that. Let us know in the comments what you think about this Vikings run game. Why is it so bad? How can we fix it? Remember this, Leonardo da Vinci used to buy caged animals just to set them free.